In this lesson, we'll be reviewing greatest common factor, meeting the requirements for TEKS 5.4a. I believe you already understand that factors are integers. When multiplied together, generate a third integer known as the product. One factor multiplied by another factor generates a product. So if I said, well, 3 times 4 equals 12, we would then be able to describe this problem by suggesting that 3 is a factor, 4 is a factor, and 12 is a product. That in fact, 12 is the product of the factors 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are factors of the number 12. In other words, when the numbers 3 and 4 are multiplied, they generate a product of 12. So they're factors of the number 12. Can you think of any other factors of the number 12? Do you know of any other numbers that when multiplied together would give you a product of 12? Hey, if you're thinking, what about 2 times 6? Wouldn't 2 times 6 also give me a product of 12? And if you're thinking that, you're thinking great. Any two numbers that when multiplied together form a third number, those numbers are considered factors. 2 and 6 would be factors of 12, along with 3 and 4. Can you think of any others? So if I were to ask the question, what are all of the factors of the number 12? Well, we could start with 1 times 12. That would give me 12. 2 times 6. That would give me 12. 3 times 4. That would also give me 12. I would keep going, except now I would have 4, and I already have 4 right here. So 4 times 3 is the same as 3 times 4. So I've got all of the factors of 12 listed right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 would all be factors of the number 12. Well, what if I asked the same question of the number 18? What are all the factors of the number 18? Well, I could start with 1, and certainly 1 times 18. 2 times 9. 3 times 6. And at this point I would be done. Because 4, well, there isn't a second factor that when multiplied by 4 would give me 18. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, so I don't get 18. I couldn't use 5 because if 5 were a factor, 5, 10, 15, 20, nope, I don't get 18. And I wouldn't use 6 here because I already have 6 right here. And so we'd only be repeating ourselves. So all of the factors of 18 are listed right here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. So if I understand how to find the factors of a given number, and we use the example of 12 and 18, if I can find their factors by determining which two numbers, when multiplied by each other, bring you to that number, then I can also find what's called common factors. In other words, if we list the factors of 12, and we said that was 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. And then we did the same thing for 18, and we said that was 1 times 18, and 2 times 9, and 3 times 6. We would now be able to compare the factors. So where are the common factors? Well, I see 1, but legitimately 1 is a factor of every number, right? But I see 2, I see 3, and I see 6. So the common factors of 12 and 18 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. They show up as factors for both 12 and 18. So common factors of 12 and 18 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. So if I were to ask you which factor is the greatest common factor between 12 and 18, the greatest common factor, do you think you'd feel confident enough to choose 6? Do you believe 6 is the greatest common factor between 12 and 18? If you do, you're doing great. Now, you might be asking the question, why is it important that I understand how to find greatest common factors? Well, have you sat in class before frustrated at not being able to simplify a fraction? Or maybe not even recognizing that a fraction could be simplified? Well, if you've had that trouble, understanding how to find factors, and specifically finding the greatest common factor, will help you to certainly do that. So let's use the two numbers we've been using so far. What if I had the fraction 12/18? If I had the fraction 12 over 18, and I wanted to understand, could it be simplified? And if it could, how? The first place I would start is by listing the factors of each of these two numbers. So 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4 for the number 12. And then 1 times 18, 2 times 9, and 3 times 6 for 18. I know this fraction can be simplified if these two numbers share a common factor, and clearly they do. We see 1, 2, 3, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 6 are common factors. And if I used any of those common factors to simplify this fraction, it would work. But the best common factor to use to simplify, so you only have to do it in one step, would be to use the greatest common factor. In this case, 6. So if I took my fraction 12 over 18 and I divided 12 and 18 by their greatest common factor, I'm going to get a simplified fraction. And in this case, I would get the simplified fraction of 2/3. I would have simplified 12 over 18 in one step to 2/3 by using the greatest common factor. So what if I had the fraction 20 over 35? And I'm thinking, Can it be simplified? And if it can be simplified, what is the greatest common factor so that I could simplify it in one step? Well, the first thing I would have to do is find the factors of 20 and 35. Which two numbers that when multiplied together would give me 20? Well, certainly 1 times 20. How about 2? If I multiply 2 with something else, will it give me 20? Well, how about 2 times 10? What about 3? Is there a number I can multiply times 3 and get 20? No. What about 4? Oh, certainly. If I multiply 4 times 5, I'll get 20. Now, I would go on to 5, except we already have 5, so that we'll stop. Now let's look at 35. Certainly, 1 times 35 would give me 35. But is there any number I can multiply times 2 to get 35? No. Or times 3? No. How about times 4? Is 35 a multiple of 4? If I count up by 4s, am I going to get 35? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. So no, 4 is not a factor of 35 either. 5 for sure. And I'll tell you a little trick. If a number ends in 5, 5 will always be one of its factors. I know if I multiply 5 times 7, I'll get 35. 6 is not a factor because is there a number I can multiply times 6 to get 35? No. 6 times 1 is 6, times 2 is 12, times 3 is 18, times 4 is 24, times 5 is 30, times 6 is 36. So I won't get to 35. I'm not going to try 7 because we already have 7. So therefore we're finished. Now I'm looking for the common factors. I see 1. I see 5. And that's it. The only common factors between 20 and 35 are 1 and 5. So the greatest common factor of the numbers 20 and 35 is 5. So yes, I can simplify because they do have a common factor. And even better, I can simplify in one step because I now know the greatest common factor. So if I divide 20 and 35 by the greatest common factor of 5, I will get a simplified fraction of 4/7, or 4/7, which can no longer be simplified, and therefore I'm finished.